Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of our podcast.
So welcome to Life Maxi.
Yes.
I'm McKenna.
I'm Addie.
And we're sisters.
Yes.
We're actually not twins, even though we get that a lot. And if you're on YouTube, we are really looking very
we're
patriotic.
We're getting ready for the 250th.
Yeah, next week. So actually, when we were at yoga today, like a lot of people were dressed
Patriotically?
Remember at the bagel place?
I didn't really notice that.
That girl was like wearing a USA hat.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like people have been starting to get into the mood.
Been starting to get into it.
So we're just following
into
suit
it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're obviously
As you
wearing
can
our
see.
Parks.
Yes. You can't see the
So,
back of this, but
If you want to sponsor us, Chelsea,
like we wouldn't
we
be
wouldn't be
opposed.
opposed.
We wouldn't be opposed.
we wouldn't be opposed. Basically, we wanted to start this podcast because we think we're really funny and cool.
Oh, is that why? Yeah.
And Fatty just transferred. Oh, I call her Fatty, by the way. So
Yeah.
if you didn't know that, it's not supposed to be rude. It's just because her name's Addie.
It's not supposed to be rude.
But
Yeah, I don't take offense to it, so.
basically, we wanted to start this podcast because we're now going to be living in the same city all year round.
Yeah, I just recently transferred.
I guess maybe we should give like a little background on ourselves.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where we
let's
should
start with
start.
that.
Oh, first, also address the address the elephant in the room. We do have a third sister.
Oh,
Her name's Riley. She's
actually over
she's
there.
actually right over there. She's only 14, so like I don't know if it's really her time to be like up front on the camera quite yet. But when she's 18, you know, if this takes off, maybe we'll add
when
her
we're
in.
like famous, and
like-
all this, like she'll probably get an invite then. Maybe we'll see.
But she will definitely be a guest if you guys want to hear about like her.
yeah,
middle
we're gonna
school
have a
war
lot of
maybe or
guests. So
something.
if anyone wants to be a guest, like
let us
reach
know.
out and
We already
we'll
have some in
probably say
mind.
yes. Yeah, we have a lot of guests in mind. Definitely stay tuned for the very interesting people in our lives.
Yeah.
that will add some extra spice to this podcast for sure. So I guess some background on me, or us, in general, we grew up in a really small town in Connecticut.
Yeah, that's where we are right now.
It's
in
like
our playroom.
Yeah,
That's
if you
why
could
it's
tell the
really ugly
background. Yeah,
We'll get a better background
Yeah.
eventually.
Me, McKenna, and Riley. McKenna's 21. I'm gonna be 19 in August, and then Riley is 14 and going into high school next year. So exciting!
Yes.
So she has a little bit of a bigger age gap with me and McKenna. That's kind of why she's not really here with us right now, but she will be eventually. And yeah, we're super family oriented. That's kind of, you'll probably hear us talking about that a lot.
Yeah.
We have
Oh my god, we should do an episode in Bowman's.
Oh my god, yes.
That
yeah,
would be
definitely.
so funny.
Yeah, we go to this place in upstate New York every year with my dad's entire side of his family, all of our extended family, and it's literally our favorite place in the world. Actually, we were offered to go, I literally tell the story all the time, we were offered to go to Turks and Caicos for that week instead one year, and we were like, no, we do not want to do that. We want to go.
It's
here.
honestly,
We can't even explain the lore that goes on.
yeah. It's like
But
family.
yeah, I think that's kind of what helped instill how important family is for us, because
Definitely.
everyone in our family definitely also feels the same way, and they're all obsessed with it just as much as we are. So
And you'd think maybe by the way we talk about it, it's this amazing place.
we talk
literally
it up
probably
so
2-star
much.
resort.
yeah,
It's
it's whenever something it's literally the buildings are 100+ years old,
Yeah.
and when something changes, we freak out. We're like, I hate.
we
Yeah,
like the
we
smell
like- yeah.
of the old carpets and cigarettes.
Cigarettes in the walls. And,
Yeah.
when it used to be able to
You could smoke in the
yeah,
buildings.
and
Yeah, all of that's
yeah.
there.
So that's
that's a big part of
but we're just
us for sure.
super big into family. Like I said, we have a really big family. We're super close with my mom's side as well. And what was that?
I don't know.
Sorry guys, a thumbs up thing appeared on the screen. I'm not really sure. But
Yeah, and our mom and dad side are both really close
yes,
too.
which is super cool.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, our
So,
grandmas are
because everyone's in
close,
Connecticut,
everyone's
so
super close. close. We all just like hang out all the time, and all of our holidays and stuff get to be combined, which is super cool because I know that some families don't really get that. So it's very blended and everything, and like we literally want to live on a family compound.
Yeah, so we'll see if that happens.
Like, yeah, this is our entryway into recording the family
income. Yeah, it's gonna be our income.
Family
so
compound
if you guys want to, follow along, subscribe, whatever it is,
help us reach our goal of our family compound.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, so grew up in this small town, whatever.
I mean, we've always been close. The three of us have always been close,
Yeah.
but obviously, like, Addie and I are closer in age. So, as Riley was, like, the baby, we've always been kind of at the same wavelength because I was maybe a little bit more immature, and Addie was kind of like, she had me to look up to. So, she was naturally a little bit more lucky. But now Riley's, like, insanely mature. Like, you should see me when I was her age.
Yeah, and even me,
like
actually,
disgusting.
No.
And she literally looks like she's like 20 years old. So
yeah,
that's all due to me because that's what having older sisters.
Yeah, the
is.
older sister always is like
the weirdest.
Has the struggles, and then kind of you figure it out as you go.
Yeah, my friends in high school were normal, but personally, I was maybe a little bit more weird.
High school.
I don't really remember too much of my high school lore.
McKenna was like a theater kid. Not
Yeah.
that there's anything wrong with that, but
I was a theater kid.
she
I still love and appreciate
I
theater.
honestly was a theater kid as
Oh
well.
yeah, Addie doesn't like
I
to
dabbled
admit
a
this,
little
but
bit.
she just did.
Well,
so
I'm just kind of outing myself. Well, they're like, I mean,
you
we
should
still
see the way we get down to Hamilton.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is like if you come and like sleep at our house, you'll at least like my mom and dad will like be like belting downstairs. Like we're belting in the shower. Like we just break
So
out
fucking
into
shiny.
song all the time. Yeah, we just break out into
song. Yeah.
song literally all the time. Like it's
So-
not even like. It's like a normal thing, and then I realized that that's not really that
People come over
normal.
for the
And
first
yeah,
time.
people come over for the first time, and everyone's just like singing, and they're like, "Wait, this is kind of strange."
Yeah.
Um,
Addie was a theater kid for a while.
Yeah.
Riley's still a theater kid.
We still love like going to all the shows and productions,
from
and
the high school. We still
but
go to
even
our high
like
school shows.
going to New York City and seeing a show. Like I love that. I literally love like theater like that. I mean, I just think my favorite movie is The Greatest Showman. Like I could talk
And
about
we love
that
the Newsies.
for in about an hour.
We
like,
love the Newsies.
itself.
If you guys want to talk about musical theater, we probably could do an episode on that.
We definitely could because we kind of all
Yeah. It isn't in the plans right now, but
maybe we just
one
came up
day.
with another idea for.
we do
that.
want to talk about in one episode like Addie's kind of journey with recruiting. She plays lacrosse.
Yes, I just recently transferred.
And that's in high school. She didn't do theater in high school. She was like varsity all 4 years of field hockey and lacrosse. So
talking me up over there.
well,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely was more into like sports growing up.
Really not.
More than my two sisters. Riley's been into field hockey though recently.
Yeah.
I've been trying to go to like the
she's
field
actually
with her
getting
and stuff.
pretty
She's
good.
getting really good. Yeah, she's been working really hard, which is good because that's something like me and Riley have in common is like field hockey, and then Riley and McKenna have obviously theater in common. So like McKenna and Riley will go to like singing lessons together, and they'll like sing together, and then I can go take Riley to the field and like practice with her. So that's kind of cool that she has like
I think because of the
both of
age gap,
us.
she's kind of like a little bit of a
mixture
of both
the
of
two
us, even like personality wise, I would say.
Yeah, I would say like she definitely like gets like her funniness and like her her like looks from me, and then
Yeah, what does she get from me? And she'll be on the podcast, like we said, but just not like officially until she's a little older. But yeah, we definitely want to do like, obviously I'm a little like chopped and unk now. I'm graduated from college, but we can do definitely talking about post-grad, job search, things like that.
Yeah, we
like
definitely
being in your first job, and then maybe something about, sorority and how
I was gonna say
I was
like we
in
definitely
leadership
could
there.
do something. I don't have like obviously any experience with being in a sorority and like I can't even, I'm going to Rollins next year, like I can't join one next year anyways, which
as an athlete.
isn't really that big of a deal to me because I feel like when you're an athlete, it's kind of like it's kind of like a similar vibe as sorority, but it's just like,
Yeah. You don't have to pay.
yeah, you don't have to pay for your friends. No, that's,
But you'll still have like all of my friends. Like a lot of my friends are younger. And
that's like something I'm super excited about. Is being
one of my
able
best friends
to,
is still president.
like, still be friends with McKenna's friends and like be friends with some of the sorority girls, even though I can't necessarily be in one. But like definitely we could do a episode on recruiting. I'm not really sure. Like I'm probably just gonna be sitting here and being like,
recruitment.
Yeah. Oh, recruitment.
I thought you meant recruiting for you.
Oh, well, we could do both.
Yeah,
but
we want to do like a college athlete
we could like
episode.
maybe combine.
And then true.
Because I just don't know like what you would say for that episode of
I guess I could maybe like come up with asking some questions.
Yeah.
And then it could be more of like that style.
And then I could like do the same thing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think, and we could always have someone come on for like the sorority episode that's actually still in 80 Pi. No.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Yeah, this like whole podcast is actually going to be based out of Florida. Right now we're in Connecticut because we're home for the summer. But since we're going to be living 10 minutes from each other, we're going to try to keep this up. Posting every Monday. Life Maxing Monday.
Life Maxing Mondays.
And yeah, but it's going to be much easier when we're living right next to each other rather than when I was in Georgia last year, because we have kind of wanted to do this for a pretty long time, but it kind of didn't work out until I decided to go to Rollins. And now, obviously, it's going to work out, so that's really good.
Yeah. So our plans for the podcast definitely to have a lot of like lifestyle-esque episodes. I mean, I could also talk a little bit about like my running journey. I'm running a marathon. I've run like 5 half marathons.
You're running a marathon?
Yes, you knew that in December.
Where?
In Dallas.
Bro, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to that. Oh, yes, I am.
Maybe. I think it's like after finals, potentially. Or like
Like
that
during,
week.
like-
During that finals week.
Like during when I would be out of
Rollins
school?
would have finals, yeah. So you'd probably be out of school.
Oh, okay. So,
I
guess I can go.
But yeah, we could like talk a little bit about that, just lifestyle things. I kind of want to do an episode on like our summer favorites and maybe like favorite summer traditions, because like our family has a lot of really great traditions.
We could literally just do a whole episode
on our family
tradition.
Yeah, because we just have a lot of we have a lot of family lore.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also think we could do an episode on like just relationships, like not even like romantic, but just like in general, like growing up and the different relationships that you kind of encounter, and it could be very like, you know, generalized, but you know, I did have a boyfriend in high school into college, and I could talk a little bit on that. Obviously, like there's no bad blood, but just like experiences there, I guess I could talk about a little bit once I feel like I'm like kind of ready now. It's been a little bit of a while since we like broke up, but fully have a new happy relationship. So I'm open to talking about that as well. Obviously, like in a certain capacity. I feel like this is gonna be all over the place because I'm so like when I tell stories, I like tell 5 different
That's
things.
how I am
and
too.
then
We need to work on that.
focus.
We need to work on that. A little bit of backstory.
Okay, back to the backstory.
We all have lived in this house. Well, Riley's lived in this house her whole life. Me and McKenna started living here when I think I was 2, and you were, what, 5? Something like that, so pretty much our whole lives as well. We love it here. I mean, it's like no street lights, no anything. Like,
no
can't
sidewalks.
even find it. Like, but I'm obsessed with it. And yeah, so
We were originally born in the town that actually both my parents grew up in. And like my parents literally went to the same high school in Connecticut in that town, and they didn't know each other. They were like, or they knew each other, but like they were a couple years apart, so they had like more mutual friends, and then they got reconnected like all the way after college. So but it's kind of crazy, like invisible string, and then also just like everything comes back to Connecticut.
Yes.
So everything's kind of
everything always
here.
comes back to
Yeah.
Connecticut.
I mean, my mom's parents, like, they literally grew up in that same town, dated since middle school, all the way through, and got married. So, like,
yeah, they live like right near the water too, which like is super cool to us. We actually have wave tattoos, me and McKenna.
oh yeah,
and
on her ankle. Yes.
my mom's mom, our Arnonsky, we have tattoos that we all have matching that we just got last year, was it?
Yeah.
We got last summer because it just kind of symbolizes like how my mom grew up like near the beach and like how like that's like where we spend most of our time over the summer and stuff, and like my cousins live near there now and stuff, so that's always been a big part of our lives, which actually was like kind of weird, even though I probably wouldn't have really had time to go to the beach when I was in Georgia. Just the fact that like the nearest beach is like 6 hours away. Yeah. It was such a weird feeling to me because I was like, wait, you guys don't just go to the beach?
Because at least in Orlando, like you can get to the beach in, with
like
no
an
traffic
hour.
in like 35 minutes, but it's usually like closer to 45 to an hour. But like that's
still not
terrible. And even then, I sometimes wish it was like a little closer to the beach. But yeah, that's like one of the reasons why we love spending the summers here, because we're just like always at the beach and always with family there.
Definitely. Yeah, but growing up, like me, McKenna, and Riley were all very close. We used to bully Riley a little bit, and by we I kind of more mean me.
Addie would bully the both of us, honestly.
I was kind of a little bit of a problem child.
She was the son my dad always wanted, and
we have a lot of stories.
We could do a whole episode on that as well.
There's a lot that goes into that as well. But yeah, growing up, I guess like for me, I just always was super into. Actually, I really wasn't super into lacrosse. I started lacrosse in kindergarten.
My dad put us both in lacrosse.
Yeah,
and I think we both kind of gave him issues with going. I was just never really an aggressive person. Like I was never really like competitive in that nature. Like I always liked cross country and now running because it's more like individual competitive, like competitive against yourself and like beating your best time and whatever. And I was just never like, I remember when I used to play lacrosse as a kid, I would like talk to the girl that was next to me on the other team. Like I was supposed to be, was supposed to be defending me, and I'd be like, oh my god, I love your hair tie. Like I didn't have that like thing that like Addie and my dad and a lot of like the Maxwells have. I have like the aggression, but not like in a competitive way.
I was always super competitive,
not in sports.
But I think that the issue was I just was so lazy growing up. Like, I just genuinely did not want to wake up and drive there, but then once I was there, I would always, like, have fun and stuff. Yeah. And I guess, like, which is kind of true when you're growing up, and I didn't do club and stuff until I think I was in 6th or 7th grade. So, stop, bro, stop. But so I didn't get super competitive until then, but even growing up, we would have, like, 4-hour-long jamborees where you're just playing games
those were the
back to
worst.
back. Like that was
Dad would have to bribe us by getting us the sweatshirts.
Yes, he would
like
always bribe us. Or we'd be like, "I'll
jamborees.
get you ice cream after," or something. There would always be something that we would get bribed with because that was like a kicking and screaming fight.
Oh yeah, Addie would throw temper tantrums.
Yeah, it was. I
don't want to go to lacrosse.
No, I could not.
And now she's like playing it in college.
Yeah.
So
no, it was just
props to our parents for me. Like they were always very, once this like year is over, like you can stop, but like once you make a commitment,
that was always the thing. It's like
you need to keep
all
going.
my friends growing up also did lacrosse, so my dad would ask me, and I would be like, "Yeah, I want to do it." And then when it would come around, I'd be like, "I don't want to go. Like I don't want to spend my whole entire Saturday like 6 hours, whatever." And then he would be like, "No, you made a commitment. You're gonna finish it out." So like I would do that, whatever. And then when I started getting super serious about it, probably around, I want to say 7th grade. I think that like
I feel like middle school
also helped with that because I was pretty bored. I mean, so I didn't do crazy a lot during COVID, but it like kind of made me miss lacrosse even more and being like able to do that and being like whatever. I kind of was like, oh, I'm gonna miss this, and then I decided that I wanted to play in college just like from doing club. And I have like super close friends on my club lacrosse team still. Like I literally love them all. Still in contact with all of them. We still text and talk all the time, and they all ended up playing in college as well. So we kind of just all decided to do that. And but growing up, I was actually kind of a competitive gymnast for a while.
Oh my god, yes.
And that was super time consuming. So I think that because
That was so fun. Like when the Olympics, the Summer Olympics come around, like that is my favorite. I
Oh
will
my God,
sit and
yes.
watch gymnastics. Like for some
Yeah.
reason, I am just so mesmerized by it. And like I would literally go to all four meets and be, well, I had to. Like I didn't have a car
She
or
was
anything. Like it's kind of forced.
Yeah.
But I like enjoyed watching so much. She can still do some tricks. And like when there's, you know, a big open field,
obsessed with me doing my
I
tricks.
will literally make her
Yeah.
like go do.
I think
like, a
that's
round of
literally
back handspring
why
or
I
something.
haven't lost like being able to do a backflip or whatever, because McKenna
think
would
it's so cool.
literally just be like, "You have to do one," and she like forced me to do it. So I kind of was able to keep that from when I was younger. But I think that because I was so like into gymnastics at the time, I kind of didn't want to play lacrosse because it was just too time consuming. And then my high school didn't have like a gymnastics team or whatever. It would kind of have to be through either a different school or a different program or something. I don't really remember.
I think usually gymnastics is just maybe
Yeah.
at private schools or like
maybe something
you
like
stay
that.
at your
I'm not
gym
really
and you,
sure. At
like-
least like around here. So
Yeah.
I ended up deciding to play lacrosse, and then like in high school deciding to just focus on lacrosse. Or I don't think maybe middle school. Maybe middle school.
I feel like since COVID, low key, you
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
stopped with gymnastics. But yeah, I mean, I always grew up doing dance. Like that was my thing. I was a dancer.
Oh my God, I hated dance.
I went to a really small like dance studio though, like near here, and I was in this awkward. I just remember like so when I was really little to like I guess maybe middle school or like mid elementary school, I did just ballet at like a professional ballet studio that did like this I don't know great Nutcracker thing. Addie did it with me a couple years, so we were in the Nutcracker together a few years, and we still are obsessed with like that's like when we go to the theater.
Yes.
We also love
That's
the
our
Nutcracker.
favorite thing.
We
to
love
do.
the Nutcracker around
I'm obsessed
Christmas time.
with the Nutcracker. Like we'll either always watch it on the TV,
Yeah, we have to
like
watch
stream it,
some type of
or
Nutcracker every
we'll go in
season.
person every like that. That is a must.
I think
for
ballet,
Christmas.
like that's another thing. I think ballet is something I like. Wish I stayed with just professional ballet because I think that is so mesmerizing and like on point and everything. Like, I think that is literally so cool.
Yeah, you like made it pretty far. I feel like with that because you started doing point and all of that, right?
Yeah, I started on point, but I think I kind of quit because they were very, like ballet is just a little bit of a toxic environment.
Yeah.
Like I was always kind of tiny growing up, but I could definitely see like the environment around your weight and like especially at a school that's specific to ballet, like the precision and everything is so strict. And I think I did like that structure, but I also wanted to do other forms of dance. And obviously if you're just at a ballet studio, you can't do any other forms of dance. So I decided to start taking ballet, but also like jazz, tap, hip hop, and all of that. I never like did competitions. I think we just honestly didn't, like my mom just didn't have the time because I would ask, but I also don't think I was like necessarily that into it where I wanted to like go travel everywhere.
Yeah.
Because then I got really into theater. My mom put me in singing lessons, and then I got like obsessed with theater. So then that was just kind of my thing because I could do dancing and singing.
I feel like
you know,
that
all in one place.
dancing and stuff was kind of the gateway of your
Yeah.
whole, like it's kind of what made your theater thing take
I would
off,
say so, too.
because even when we would do like the Nutcracker and stuff, you would always want like I don't know, you just like performing in that way. So I feel like competitive dance you wouldn't have liked as much as like
because
the
theater was
Nutcracker's
definitely
like it's like
and-
all
and
dance, but it's like a story still. Like you're still like acting in a way.
And I feel like dancing in theater, like obviously there's many different types, but like the typical like jazzy show theater-esque that you'd think of when you think of musical theater, like that is probably my favorite type of dance to do because it's just so fun and it's like it's it's expressive. So I think that's definitely what was more my thing. Like I wouldn't have wanted to just go on stage and do one dance and then leave. Like I kind of wanted to, like you said, like tell a story with it a little and like actually be performing for longer at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like definitely still kind of a theater kid, and I literally make all my friends watch. My senior show in high school was Mamma Mia, and I was
That
Sophie.
show was so good.
And it was literally an absolute dream role. And dream show, like Mamma Mia, the dancing is so fun.
That was
Like
such
being
a good
Sophie, oh my god, it was like insane.
That's actually how your TikTok kind
Oh
of
my
thing
god, yeah.
blew up as well. You should like
That's so true.
Yeah.
I like totally forgot about that. Yeah, I have like 57,000 followers on TikTok, but it's mostly been from like random things blowing up. Like
Yeah.
I had a couple videos in Mamma Mia that got me to, I think, only like a few hundred or maybe a couple thousand. Because they did get like millions of views.
Yeah, they got really, really popular.
Like my
the
TikTok started
Mamma
Mamma Mia.
ones. Because
Yeah.
our high school has a super, super
Strong.
strong and like
Yeah.
well brought up theater department. It's literally like the shows are insane. You would not think that they were high school productions.
And not just like the talent's of course there, but like the set and like just the
dance,
execution
like,
of
everything of it is just
the
so...
costumes, like everything is, so they take it very
Yeah.
seriously. You would think it's like, you know, a separate like specific theater department or
Yeah.
like something
I
that kids
literally-
are paying to be in.
I literally always bring up like her freshman year show too, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh
It
my
was her
god,
freshman
that
year
was
show.
so fun.
I was up like every one of her shows we would go literally every single night. And
Yeah.
there was like how many nights? 6 nights or something?
I think there was 5 or 6.
Yeah, so we would literally go every single night, and I was like, so excited to go every single night. It wasn't like, oh, I have to go see this show again. No, that show was the dancing of that show was insane. I remember there was like one scene where it was the one where you guys were all doing like the kick thing.
Oh yeah.
It literally got a standing ovation
set.
every
Oh,
single.
don't break the
Yeah,
rules.
every single night it got a standing ovation because it was actually just
The
like
dancing in that, like, if you don't know
It
Catch
was
Me If You Can,
insane.
it's like the same story as the movie with Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio. But the musical itself is definitely known for its dancing. It's like very like showgirly, like
it's
that
it was
time period.
so cool.
I think we won best choreography for that musical
Yeah,
or something
I wouldn't be
at the
surprised at
like
that.
awards. But yeah, so that was like super. That was probably, I don't know. All the shows were so fun to be in. But
Yeah,
I was
so good.
ensemble in that one, so I was just like a dancer. But because I
I feel
love
like that's the
dancing so
most
much.
fun thing to do in that
It
show.
is.
Though,
It
honestly.
is. It was a very like ensemble driven
Yeah,
show.
like it wasn't.
Which
Yeah, it was super.
was so cool. And then my best friend, my hometown best friend, Audrey, she was the lead in that show actually too. So it's
Yeah.
like that's how we kind of got to be super close. And then my other, like the trio that we're in, we'll definitely have to do an episode
Oh my god,
with them
of Baby Yoda.
and Safi. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my other best friend growing up, she's a year younger than me and Audrey, Ava, and the three of us were in theater, and we kind of just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think
Bonded
that's
over
also
that.
like when me and McKenna were always close growing up, but then when like she would hang out with them and then I would hang out with like my best friend Safi, who definitely will be talked about a lot on the show.
Yeah,
You'll
you gotta remember that name.
Yeah,
for sure.
like we would all hang out, like all 5 of us would
Yeah.
hang out all the time, and that was like our song. Was that our freshman?
I feel like
or
that started when you guys, were younger in high school,
Yeah,
like sophomore year,
freshman sophomore year, and then because we all went to high school together for 1 year, and then Ava is a year younger, so she went to high
Yeah.
school with us for 2 years.
And Ava and Audrey actually ended up going to the same college, which is also crazy.
so funny.
So they definitely got a lot closer because I feel like I was closer with like both of them separately because like Audrey's more in my grade and like
Yeah.
she was a party friend, like friend group, kind of like bigger friend group in my grade until we got closer in theater. And then, I knew Ava since we were super little. She's from the same small town and she always did our theater camp with us.
Ava,
So
she's been
yeah.
around for a while.
yeah, so I think
kind of all
now
just
we're all
started.
3 like super close. And
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably even closer because they see each other all the time in school.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll definitely have to make an appearance. Now I've gone through 4 years of college, so I feel like my experience mostly lies like within my sorority because I went to a really small school in upstate New York, Poughkeepsie, New York, called Marist College at the time, now Marist University. And like I've definitely thrown some shade at Marist here and there. I'm not going to say I haven't, but honestly, my favorite thing about that school was the academics. Like I thought it's a very, very strong academic school, and at the end of the day, that's what you go to college for.
Yeah.
So I can't really throw
You
any
even
shade
said
at
like
it.
the other day that I forgot what you were saying, but you were like, I remember my freshman year professor instilling.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about how we
for
always say
public
like,
speaking. Yeah.
and we always use filler words. People probably get pissed off at that. Like, if we were to get a lot of hate comments, I think it would be on
Probably like our Valley
the
Girl
fact
accent too.
that-
I don't even think we have that bad. But
no,
like, the
but
vocal fry and
every
everything.
single sentence that I say, I at least say like in it once. Like I've been told that. I literally just did it. I've been told that so many times. I'm actually trying to work on that because I'm trying to go into business and potentially sales, and I feel like I can't be like.
Yeah,
So,
I think
yeah.
it'll help at Rollins too. I know you said Kennesaw had. Oh, she went to Kennesaw this past year.
Originally.
Kennesaw State in Georgia.
Yeah.
And played lacrosse there, obviously. But I feel like you said that they had like big classes and you would present, but that's like all Rollins is. It's like all presentation.
I mean, I'm not like
based.
afraid of presenting or anything. I would present in front of big lecture halls and it wouldn't bother me at all, but I don't think it was. I think I probably still kind of used a lot of filler words.
Yeah.
Even when I wouldn't try to. But yeah, basically the point was that she told me that her freshman year professor at Marist
Yeah, I love that professor.
literally like helped her.
I think my classes at Rollins my classes at Marist were probably my favorite part because I didn't really have a good social life. I didn't like the surrounding area at all. And I think it's just, I saw, my boyfriend at the time, a lot of my friends all in the South. And when you grow up in the North, like, I feel like you have kind of a craving to like go somewhere warmer, especially for college. I think a lot of people get that craving. Like we have so many people that at least looked down south, if not
or
are there.
Yeah. Most of my friends were.
Yeah. So I think that once I saw that was like an option, I'm like, once you're away from your family, you're away. Like I was the first one out of all the siblings, the cousins, everything to, like go away for college. So
I think
I wanted to stay somewhere close.
Yeah,
like, Marist was, I think, only like an hour and a half from Connecticut.
Yeah,
And so
you used to come home like a lot of weekends too, which I feel like didn't really help.
Yeah, no. And I feel like once you're, like I said, once you're away, so you might as well be somewhere that you actually like. And so that's why I ended up transferring to Rollins. And, we were like a huge Disney family growing up. So I think that's kind of what drew us to Winter Park and like the Orlando area.
Yeah.
Like my mom kind of was like, we should look at Rollins because like the academics is similar to Marist and it has my same major and everything. So
yeah. And it's just such like a pretty school.
Yeah, I literally transferred halfway through my freshman year.
Yeah.
I didn't waste any time.
Which is really funny because
I feel like I didn't even go to Marist at this point.
Our mom actually also did the same thing. She transferred, which I feel like when she was growing up, transferring wasn't like as, I feel like so many people transfer.
Especially like with social media.
Yeah, you hear about it all the time. It's so much easier, especially like athletics. It's easier to go into the portal, like all this stuff, whatever. So she was at UVM, right?
Yeah, UVM.
For her freshman fall semester, and then she transferred back to Connecticut to Connecticut College. She always really liked the cold, so for her it was kind of like opposite. Like she went far away and then came back.
And Vermont was like even like colder.
Well, yeah, obviously it was. She literally said that her contacts would like stick to her or freeze to her eyeballs when she was walking to class and stuff, and but and then I also just transferred. So I guess it's kind of a common theme in the family. But we're lucky because like our mom always said, if you weren't happy, just transfer. Like you're not married to anywhere that you go because it's only 4 years and you're there to get a good education. And we're very fortunate that she was supportive of that and she was willing to help us.
And even though education
in any way
is like the first thing and obviously why you're going to college, like I think the social aspect of it is important too.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it is only
like
4
if you're gonna
years of
if
your
you're gonna
life,
be paying for a college, like you should be getting all the perks of being able to have those 4 years before like the real world, I guess.
Yeah.
So
and at Rollins we do like sorority recruitment in the spring. So I literally didn't miss anything in that aspect.
Which I definitely think that helped too. Because
I think so too. Because even a lot of people at Rollins that I've met said that their first semester they were going to transfer because they felt like it didn't have like the social aspect of it. And then they were like, okay, I'm going to rush a sorority and just see. And then everyone, typically that rushed a sorority ended up staying. It's obviously a small school, so everything's small. Like there's only 6 sororities. But I can definitely go into it further in an episode. But I think that definitely helped. Like I had that aspect of my social life, the entire time. But also it's a beautiful school, beautiful location. They just opened a Brandy Melville, walking so school. So
didn't they just open a pop-up bagels too?
Just opened a pop-up bagels, and now they have a swig like 15 minutes from
campus.
campus.
Wait, fun.
Yeah. So it's getting real
so
over
exciting.
there.
Do you guys have a chicken salad chip?
No.
Ugh. Guys, we were upset. That was like every
That's
time.
the one thing I'm gonna miss.
Every
from
time that
visiting
they
you
would
in
come visit
Atlanta.
me in Georgia, we would get chicken salad chick. Like every single time. I literally crave it now all the time because I used to go so much at school. And there's none in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And I don't think that there's
It's a Southern thing.
anywhere near us. Or I know that there's some in Florida, but I don't think that there's any that
I think
close
it's
to
more
Orlando.
like Jacksonville.
Yeah,
or,
like
you know,
bigger. Well, I guess Orlando's bigger. But yeah. Just
a little more like southern focused though. I feel like Orlando is so like
touristy.
it's touristy and it's very like it gives me like northern vibes a little bit. Like
Really?
obviously it's still Florida, but I feel like Florida's like the fake South. Like you're not gonna actually get like a true southern unless you're more in
Yeah.
Georgia or the Carolinas or like Tennessee or something like that. Like I feel like or like maybe in certain places in Florida for sure, but I feel like Orlando doesn't really give me like southern vibes. Like it's kind of I mean, Winter Park was literally where Rollins is, was literally originally called Winter Park because it was people from up north that created the town to like escape the winter.
Oh,
so
that's so funny.
it's always been kind of like a little bit more of like a northeast kind of part of Florida. So I think that's also because we are so like obsessed with our home and like home bodies in that sense. Like I think that's why Rollins kind of has always been cool, like for my family to visit, and we've always loved it.
Definitely.
We're definitely
pretty
gonna
much
have
covered
more
a lot.
centered episodes, but this
Yeah.
one's obviously just like an introduction.
We were kind of
and-
all over the place, but
yeah, telling a little bit about like why we wanted to do this. I mean, when we get back to Florida at the end of the summer, like I should be hopefully in work, and Addie is obviously going to be like getting oriented with, you know, transferring and having a ton of new friends and everything, and lacrosse at a new school. And so I think, you know, being able to have time, we're obviously going to hang out and like be chatting and whatever. So why not just film it and, you know, do something like this for fun? We've been talking about it for a long time. So now that we actually have the ability, like, why not? It's fun and
why not?
cool thing to do. I
Yeah.
guess. We want to have definitely some family members and stuff while we're here for the summer.
Yeah, definitely some
and then
friends and family.
yeah.
Whatever.
And then we can definitely do more. We can also like pre-film some like guests and you know, post them later.
Definitely.
But yeah, we definitely have a few episodes in the works, some guests in the works too. So we're thinking episodes are probably going to be like no longer than an hour, but probably around the 30 to 45-minute mark.
Yeah,
if we had
for
to
now,
guess.
at least.
Just for now, yeah, because we're kind of like
we're-
getting acquainted. Yeah. So that's it for our first episode.
Thanks for watching. If you stayed until the end.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Please stay up to date and let us know if you want to, I don't know, see anything specific, talk about anything specific.
Specific guests.
Specific guests.
We'll see you next Monday. Bye.